Hi, you guys, welcome back. This is JJ. Hope that you guys are having a beautiful day. So, we're going to be doing a message about this eclipse season that we are going to be moving towards. As you guys know, well, first of all, let me go over a little bit of the usual before I talk a little bit about what is an eclipse, why is it so important, why does everybody talk about it, right? Kind of thing. So, before I move into that, we have two options here. I will be using Oracle for each individual pile. Like always, my readings are timeless. Yes, it says eclipse. That energy is with us throughout the whole year. So if you're watching this video later on in 2024, it still can apply. You can always take something from a video. Now, with that being said, remember that you are a sovereign being. Use your discernment when it comes to watching videos or, anything online. Remember that you are a sovereign being. You know what is right for you. All my readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Something doesn't fit, do not force it to fit. Not everything is going to apply, and that is okay. If you want to know what is going on, what services are being offered, what's new, who is this lady talking behind the screen, all of that is always in the link tree in the description box below. Timestamps will also be there. So with that being said, if you do not want to hear about the eclipse, what is it? Why is everybody talking about it? Then I will see you in your selected pile. So for those of you who chose to stay, hi. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day or night whenever you're watching this video. So the first eclipse that we're going to be having is during March 25th of 2024. And then we have the total solar eclipse happening April 8th in the sign of Aries. So the first one is in the sign of Libra. And why are eclipses important? Well, they're important because they help us end with certain things that maybe we've been delaying, maybe we have not been not wanting to let go of, or sometimes we need that extra push. And so these are important celestial events or astrological events that causes unpredictable events and challenges and opportunities to come to us. I know that sounds scary, but actually it's not, because it's always a catalyst for change. That's what I want you guys to take from that, is that it is a catalyst for change. And yes, change is not easy because we don't like change. Let's be honest. Unless you're someone who is very familiar with change and you've gone through a lot of it and you just learn to flow. But they are, at the end of the day, they're beneficial because they help us get back on track. Either that is by removing things that we no longer need. For example, the first one is in Libra, and let's talk a little bit about that. Libra is ruled by Venus, so expect changes in regards to your finances, in regards to the way you do business, in regards to the way you relate with others. Libra does rule the 7th house. For some of you, you might be changing your aesthetic, whether this is the way you dress, or this is your aesthetic at home or your workspace. This can also indicate as well in relationships, because like I said, Venus is all about love as well. So that can be changes in relationships, whether that's we're walking away from certain people, certain friends, certain relationships that we have outgrown. And so, Libra does rule the 7th house. So marriage is important here. Contracts with others. It is across from the ascendant. So to me, that's kind of like also the shadow aspect of self. So I do feel like many of us, we are going to be seeing something about our shadow as well here, in order for us to heal it, to become aware of it. So expect, a life-changing event happening in themes around the 7th house for Libra. And for the one in Aries, this is all about self, right? So we're talking about the eclipse and the axis of the ascendant and descendant here. And Aries is about the physical body, is the way in which we see, you know, the world, and so much more. So, you know, expect changes in regards to that, how you show up, in regards to, you know, how you are being seen, what is your perspective in life. For many of you, you can experience like a big shift in the way you're seeing certain circumstances in your life. Again, these are powerful moments. This is kind of like where higher power, the universe, God, source, however you call your higher power, your higher self, you know, this is when they have the wheels. They have the wheels here. Like we're not in control of the eclipses, and big shifts are going to happen. Let's see, is there anything else here that I want to touch on? I would always say just listen to your intuition. I know there's a lot of like a lot of different perspectives when it comes to eclipses. Some people are like, don't manifest during eclipses. Some people say do. I mean, it's because you get like very mixed results. So again, just use your intuition. Like always, you are a sovereign being, so you do what feels right for you. Just remember that if also eclipses are great at removing anything that is toxic or putting an end to something. But I think that's all I want to touch on. So I will see you guys in your selected pile. Bye. Hello, pile number one. Let's have a look and let's see what is your guidance for this eclipse season. I will be using oracle cards as well for this message. So let's have a look. If you are on Patreon, thank you so much for being a Patreon. You probably have already seen this video ad free over there. And if you haven't, it's available over there. So we have the 8. This one's the strength card in this particular deck. Then we have number 19, which is the sun. So a lot of major arcana, and 16. 3 major arcanas. Okay, you guys, big things are happening for you guys during this eclipse. Like I said, this is the strength card, the sun, and the tower. For some of you, there will be some type of ego death, okay? I do see that here. For others of you, there's something that will break down in order for the sun to come out. But I do feel for many of you, you have already been in this energy. I don't feel like this is something that is new. I feel like you've been in this process of opening up here. You've been in this process of, you know, trusting spirit, opening your heart, in this energy of a lot. I feel like also here, because there is a dissolution of ego here for many of you that is happening. For many of you, you will be traveling during this time. I am seeing that with the sun here. I do feel as well, the sun is overall happiness, is our vitality, is our identity. So there is kind of like what I would say a identity crisis in some way, and it's because you have been changing and you have been evolving, you have been growing. And so for many of you, there is this kind of like moment where you're reflecting and you're like, well, is this who I am? Is this, you know, still my identity in some way? Like, am I still passionate about this? This could be about work, relationships. You can put it in many different ways here. I do feel as well, this is something that you've been kind of like holding back, right? It's like you've been holding back. You've been kind of like just keeping to yourself in some way, or been restricting that part of you. Like, you know, the strength card is about, it's about restriction. It's about holding back. It's also about our personal strength as well. And it's also about passion, because it is Leo. So we do have double Leo showing up here with Mars. So for a lot of you, there is going to be like this breakthrough in creativity. There's this breakthrough in like a burst of passion, a burst of creative expression here. Sent home. For some of you, you might be sending certain people home. You know, you might be walking away from certain things. That's for some of you. Yeah, I feel for many of you, there is this moment of like, this is what I want. This is what I'm choosing for myself. And again, it's because I feel like you're no longer holding back. So So let's see. We have joy and delight. So a lot of good things will come from this, okay? Open your heart to joy, opening up. I feel for many of you, there might be someone around you who will open up to you in some way, who might express something to you. That's for some of you, not for all of you. But I feel like this eclipse is going to guide you towards the sun. It's going to guide you towards happier times. Healing energy flows through you. Yeah, so there's this like a lot of, for many of you, this is an awakening of your gifts. This is an awakening of, like, you know, you start to notice that you want to step more into your spiritual path. For others of you, it's like a new gift being developed here. I'm hearing cracked open. For those of you who have been resonating with the metaphor of like the egg cracking up, you guys, this feels like this will be the moment for you guys. Like I said, choosing your path. Yeah, I feel for many of you, you are choosing which way you want to go. And for many of you also, what I'm getting here is like you've been carrying this like armor around you. There's a big level up in the sense of your spiritual energy, your vibration. It says the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetime. So for some of you, I feel like you've been kind of scared of maybe going on this path, taking this path, doing this one thing. I feel like this eclipse is going to give you the assurance that, you know, this is the path for you. For many of you, you are stepping into your double mission as well with this eclipse. I feel for many of you, your tribe, you're calling in your tribe. Your tribe is stepping in at this time during this eclipse to also guide you or take you there. Yeah, you're releasing a lot of things. And that's why you are, like I said, your vibration has risen, is what I heard, risen. Has purified is the word I would say. Has gone through some type of purification here. You've been letting go of cords. You've been letting go of certain soul patterns, contracts, past life situations here. Maybe people too. Karmic relationships, as I said that. For many of you, you will be letting go maybe of one last karmic connection here during this eclipse. There's something here that is happening for you and they're wanting you to step into your inner authority. This is important during eclipse, okay? For many of you, you're receiving an important communication because at the bottom of this deck, we do have the invitation card, the Two of Roses, which is the Two of Wands. There's this invitation from Spirit, your source, your guides, your higher self, an invitation to go on a different path. And that's why I was saying this, like you get to choose which path you want to take. Is what I feel like crossroads energy here for many of you during this eclipse. And that might be something, that might be the reason why there's a little bit of like that tower moment, because for many of you it's like you were set on one particular path and now it's like another path is presented to you and you're like, what do I do? You know, what do I do? Which way do I go? Yeah, you're going places though. You're going places, so don't doubt that. For some of you, you might have the opportunity to travel overseas, or this might be even like getting out of your comfort zone. But this will mean stepping out of what was comfortable for you at some point. We do have here the light bulb. So this is the aha moment. I've been channeling this energy on IG a lot recently. There's a sense of an epiphany, which, like I said, that can reflect that tower energy. It's like all of a sudden you get the clarity with the sun next to it of like, this is what I want to do. This is the path I want to walk down on. This is what I want to teach. This is what I want to work in. This is, you know, it's kind of like this inner realization. We do have Jupiter. I love that energy because I love this for you guys because this is expansion, this is growth, this is good luck, this is like spirit blessing you, right? Jupiter is the benefic planet, and so there's destiny written all over this as well here. It's like your fortune is changing. This is a huge turning point for you, but I do feel like the reason why it's a little bit challenging is the word I want to use here, is because you have to break free. It's kind of like, do I choose my wild side or do I like choose the tame side, which is kind of like this the strength card energy here. Whatever this is, it is provoking a lot of emotions within you. It is bringing this up. Use that as a driving force to push you forward on your path. Okay, for many of you, this is the path to freedom. For others of you, this is your opportunity to unleash, again, a side of you that you have been holding back. You might be a horse in Chinese astrology. You might be life path 4, 3, 7, or 6, I believe. 26. Not 26, 2 or 6. Or ocho, 8. 7 is repeated twice. So again, this is the Chariot. This is forward movement. There is no delays. There is no blockages anymore for you guys. And we do have these two energies that are moving, right? They're moving forward. And again, you have the beautiful planet backing you up, that Jupiter energy backing you up as well. Yeah, because for many of you, you have been in stagnation, okay? You've been in stagnation. For some of you, your birthday is October 26th, October 7th, October 3rd, October 4th, or April 3rd, 7th, or 26th, or the 10th. You get it. 3, 7, 26th, or the 10th, okay? We have inner identity. Like I said, this is a clash here of identity in some way, shape, or form. And it's like it's bringing in this dualistic side of you, right? Like I said, that wild side, that tame side. Nonetheless, it's a new beginning. For some of you, you've been seeing 444 a lot as well. 777, 1010. Let's see, what else do we have here? 1. We have organization. So make sure things are falling into place is the way I want to see this, is the way that I'm channeling it. I'm also getting here as well. Purpose is written all over it. Like I said, with the 7-7. Purpose is written all over here. This has been something that your guides have been planning. Your higher self has been planning. Things are flowing more easily to you is what I'm getting here. Pile number 1. Make sure you are getting things organized, that you're planning. You're using your time wisely. I feel like for many of you as well, there is a strong shield around you, like I said, with this Jupiter energy. We have Grace here. Maybe your name is Grace. Okay, let me shuffle the Tree Oracle. Set me free. Something is coming in with this eclipse that is going to set you free. And maybe you didn't even know that that is what this is going to do in some way. And maybe for some of you it's because it's setting you free from a karmic relationship. Okay, again, because there's a lot of soul growth that you've done. You've outgrown something. And I feel like it has become clear to you, or it's about to with this eclipse. But there is some type of conflict here when this comes in. Okay. Challenge. Earth, make sure you are grounding your energy again with this Gaia energy coming through. Birth, this is something you've been birthing and you got to trust. You got to trust. Yeah, there's a new growth, there's new expansion, you're branching out, you're moving forward in a new direction. But there is this like judgment. There's a lot of major arcana here. For many, this is, for almost all of you, I feel that this is big. Like this is a big turning point in your life. And it's a big decision. Big decision is what I'm getting here. Because it has to do with how you're being seen. How you're coming across to the world. And to your family. And to your partners, friends. There's like a new role, a new identity that you're stepping into, and it might be a bit uncomfortable, especially because if this is something that you've been kind of holding back, that you've been kind of like keeping away from people, like that might be a bit, you know, it comes with its challenges, but your guides are saying you're ready for it. That's why it's presenting itself now during this eclipse. But again, you have free will, like I always say, and I love to remind everyone, you are a sovereign being. You know, most of the times when things are presented to us, we have free will. We have the path, you guys. Look. It says compass, authenticity, and evolution. There is a big test when it comes to your authenticity and your evolution here in some way. It's kind of like, what is it that you want for yourself? What is it that you want for yourself? This is your path, right? Choosing your path. You get to choose, not anybody else. At this point in this time with this eclipse, you're choosing this. And you have options. Look at this woman is like looking at those 3 orbs there. And it's like, which one do I choose? Which one do I go towards? The card reads, so I'm going to put it here if you want to pause it, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher something there. But it says, awakening is nothing more than authenticity. Many have trouble being honest with themselves about where they are on their path because of an image imprinted on them to act, think, feel, and speak only in ways that reflect an illusion of what awakened and authentic is. This eclipse is going to allow you to redefine what that is for you. This is you stepping in your power pile, number 1. They feel obligated to only be love and want you to suppress your true emotions and feel obligated to. Though enlightenment cannot be forced or faked. If you feel numb, self-centered, sad, bitter, angry, and so on, that is okay. And if you're honest with yourself and others about this, then you will open up enough to see, enough to see what you perceived as something shameful was not at all. And love will naturally fill the newly cleared space as you made more room for your true self to come home. Love or enlightenment is a natural result of authenticity, as it gives us the ability to see what is blocking out love. So a person authentic in their darkness is much further on the path already than someone stuck in the obligation of being the light. And for many of you, you have been doing this. You know, if you guys have been resonating a lot with my energy, then you know we've been going through some things, right? We've been looking at our shadow selves. We've been working through some deep grief. I mean, we've been having these conversations with my clients, and you know, everybody's been making big changes, choices, and you know, working through those fears, working through those dark, deep-seated, buried emotions there. And so just know that if you've been doing that, you're already doing it. Okay, you're doing the damn thing. Okay. Authentic souls can be okay with where they are because they know where they are going. We can't find our way home unless we are able to see the roots and obstacles blocking our path towards the light, so we can clear them. That's what I was just saying. Spiritual ego thinks it is already at the destination when it is only going in circles. A spirit walking the path of authenticity clears the mist. It always guides and always finds their true north because of their ability to admit when they're lost, not by pretending that they're found. Love is the path. Authenticity is our compass. So again, whatever choice it is that you're being presented during this time in the eclipse, make sure that you are being authentic and you choose the most authentic path. And if you are honest with yourself, and if you are like, this scares the shiznits out of me, then you know, look into that. Why is it scaring you? What is it that you need to be looking at? Because everything and everyone is a reflection back to us, to help us grow, to help us evolve. And for many of you, this is what this eclipse is doing. For many of you have already started this. This has been a theme that has been already in your energy for a while. At the bottom, we do have Robin. So I did channel a message on Instagram about a lot of the ancestors coming through at this time, particularly one person. You might be seeing robins, owls, jays, hawks, eagles, crows as well is something that I'm also getting a snail, so that's significant for someone. But they're showing you that it's okay. They're reminding you that it's okay, that you're not alone, that you're taken care of during this time. So I'm going to pull one little message here, or one final message before I move to pile number 2. I feel like whatever this is your path. Step into your own inner authority and don't put so much pressure on yourself about doing or making the right choice, because all paths at the end of the day lead you to where you need to be, even if you have to course correct later on, because on the way of course correcting, you've learned something. You've gathered tools to put in your toolbox. So don't ever underestimate sometimes the fact that you have to course correct. So let's see. For some of you, you just visited a park that has like the circles with oh man, like the circles. I don't know. They're like circles, and it has like un camino. It has a I don't know what they're called. But it feels like some of you just went to sacred lands. Maybe you were around HP. Coming soon. Welcome to the next ascending age and the alchemist artist. Yes, for many of you, you are alchemist. You know, again, another 8, and then we have 10 showing up here. This is a new cycle of you stepping into your power. And look, I can't make it up. Ancestors at the bottom. I said that there are ancestors here showing up for many. Just to remind you that, yeah, you visit a portal. That's what it is. Like a sacred lands is what I'm getting here. But something is coming in very, very soon for you guys. Welcome in this new stage of your life, this new version of you. Again, do not be afraid to choose the path that feels the most authentic to you. For many of you, you have been transmuting a lot of what I told you. Maybe you've gone through some type of ego death. Maybe you've gone through some type of awakening. You have been visiting old things from the past and you have been transmuting them, right? And that is why your vibration has lifted so much. And again, there is an ancestor wanting to communicate with you. They're giving you a lot of like downloads, because at the bottom we have a USB. So there's like a lot of downloads that they're giving you at this time. So make sure you are covering your crown chakra. Make sure that, you know, you're connecting through meditation or through readings, pulling cards for yourself as well here, or through prayer as well. Yeah, an important message from your ancestors saying baby steps. You don't have to rush, okay? Just because you get, you know, an opportunity presented or something is shown to you, you don't have to rush into it. You don't have to make an impulsive decision. Take your time. But that is what I have for you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is your reading. This is your guidance for this eclipse season. This card jumped out when I was shuffling, when I was like shuffling to kind of set up the cards for the intro and everything. So I'm excited to see what that is, because it just flew out. I remember that. Let's see. Okay. The 7 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the Lovers. I love this. You're moving more towards harmony, love, acceptance, understanding. You're moving more towards a balanced energy between your heart space and your mind. I'm also getting this energy here with the 6 of Swords. There is a sense of leaving something behind. I do feel that you have been fighting certain things. 7 of Wands, or needing to, you know, put your foot down in certain things. I do feel like you do have animal guides that are and have showed up for you. Maybe cats in particular, because we are seeing a cat here. Maybe for some of you, you've been fighting with this energy of like people pointing the finger at you, or, you know, or just people needing a lot of things from you, or people always kind of pulling on your energy. It's kind of like this tug of war type of energy going on here. With the 7 of Wands, though, it is a card about you having to, there's a sense of fighting, right? There's a sense of like, I need to show people that I know what I'm talking about, or this energy of like, well, you know, there's this energy of coming for you in some way, okay? 7 of Wands. Needing to protect your energy, needing to shield yourself, needing to like, you know, remind yourself, you know, that you have the power to choose what energies you attract into your field. For a lot of you, I do feel there's also this energy of perseverance. There's also this energy here of, I feel for many of you, this eclipse is helping you leave this. There might be certain people that are coming in to guide you here, to take you. This can be spirit too, because remember, I always look at this as spirit, and like we have the same black cat. So I do feel like there is a spirit guide coming through to help you. to move you away from conflict here with the Seven of Wands, because there is conflict. For many of you, this is conflict with with family as well. I am getting this. It's like conflicting energy coming through. I'm getting that song from Evanescence, My Immortal. My Immortal. Yeah. I believe that's what it's called. Let's see, what else am I getting here? For many of you, yeah, because the Seven of... I keep being drawn to the Seven of Wands. It's kind of like this energy of a defender. Okay, there's a defender. Maybe your guides have been stepping in some way for you as well. Maybe you've been fighting in a situation, maybe with, you know, certain obstacles that have come up that you're just kind of like, whoa, very Saturn energy, if you will, very Uranus energy. Like, okay, this curveball here, I have to put out so many fires, that type of thing. But I feel like this, whatever challenges you were facing, it has put you in a stronger position. Whether you see this now or not, that is what it was supposed to do. Also, this is also pushing yourself for your voice to be heard in some way, because we do have Gemini, we do have the Six of Swords. Maybe this is you like standing up for a cause as well. That is coming through. Fighting for what is meaningful for you. Like having this like advocate energy. For some of you, this can be something as simple as you've been perfecting your craft. It's like, I want to be better at my craft, right? The Seven of Wands. In order to be put in that stronger position here. To me, this is very primal energy. For some of you, during this eclipse time, you will have to, maybe, like, I don't know, like maybe put your foot down in something, or advocate maybe for yourself. Or maybe this is something you've been doing in this eclipse, is like walk away from that. Walk away from that, because your guides are like, we got you in that way. Step towards harmony, step towards love, choose love. Uncovering treasure. Yeah, I feel like whatever adversities you have been facing has helped you uncover certain things within yourself. The card that fell is, let's see, begin now and thread carefully. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, first of all, go after what you love. Go after what feels authentic to you. This has been a theme recently a lot. I feel like also your guides are saying there's something you will be starting during this eclipse, and I see you kind of tiptoeing around it. I don't know why. Maybe because it's foggy and you can't see. Like I said, you've been facing certain challenges. We do see here the mountains. And to get on the other side of the mountain, we either have to climb it or we have to go around it. And so for a lot of you, you've been doing that. But I feel like Spirit is going to provide like a clear path for you, because I feel like you've been putting in the work. For many of you, you have a dragon animal totem that assists you. Confidence. Confidence is what's going to get you to where you want to go. For many of you, you will be taking flight, is what I just heard. We got 6-6 repeated twice. You might be life path number 6, life path 7. Your birthday might be on June 6th or something like this. You might be from 1976 or 67 for some of you. There's a lot of success coming in for you guys. A lot of success. But I do feel like with this eclipse, you will have to use your imagination to get through some type of hurdle. But don't worry, because you will be at the other side of this is the Lovers. And you have a lot of guardians here. Yeah, you have a lot of guardians. For some of you, you might be presented something here that might kind of like make you be like, I am not sure, JJ. Your guys are saying, look, have confidence in yourself, baby steps. Yeah, and with the thread carefully, right? Don't rush into this. Listen to your intuition. Sit with this. Do you want to do this or not? Your intuition is going to be your main source of guidance here. Like I said, there's something about coming to the edge with the mountains. There's a lot of mountains here. And I feel like you've been on this for a long time, because we have 1, 2, 3 here. Maybe there's 3 like cycles, particular cycles here. Life lessons. Soul growth. Yeah, for many of you, you've been studying something, or just energetically, you have been in the energy of soul growth. Trust your path. Yes, even if it has been challenging, okay? Even if it has been challenging, trust where you are. You know, trust that you're in the right path. Trust that you're being led and being guided. Trust that you're being supported. Because for some of you, you might be questioning your path. Maybe because you have been, like I said, working through those mountains. Those, you know, climbing up those hills. For some of you, you just started this, or you're about to, and it's going to put you in this energy of like, now what? Twin flames. Okay, so for some of you, this is part of the journey. You're learning. You're getting higher knowledge in regards to this. For others of you, this is just you needing to be in this balanced energy, which is also the Lovers, right? Like I said, the heart and the mind being the masculine for me, and the heart being the feminine energy. Having that balance within yourself. Because I do feel like for many of you, you are going through like a lot of catalytic events. Number 1 and 2 are tied because the horse wanted to come out. We have the Querent. You might be a masculine watching. Or maybe you are, it's more comfortable for you to be in your masculine energy and having to achieve things, do things. And right now, in order to balance this out, like you have to be in your feminine energy as well. Like be in the flow, trust. Again, rely on that intuition as well here. Yeah, for many of you, this is an end of a season here. Remain changeable, adaptable. Because the path that you're in is perfect for you. Like, it's perfect for you. Even though it might seem challenging, even though it might seem like it's, you know, something that is very fragile or delicate, like your guides are saying, pay attention, because this is your path, and not, you know, everybody has different paths. We all have a unique path. That's just the way it is. But don't also forget that you yourself are the editor of your path as well. if you use your imagination, which is that feminine energy. Because moving through this will get you to this established energy, right? Again, this feels very Kundalini. It's giving you a lot of maturity, wisdom. There is development happening, even though it might seem like there isn't, but there is. And for many of you, it's going to give you that which you want. Maybe you want love. Maybe you want that unconditional love, love of a lifetime type of energy. And then we have here the diamond ring. Well, you guys can't see it, but you have the diamond ring here, union. Maybe there's some type of a contract. You're moving to the next level. And every time we're moving to the next level, well, we go through mountains, you know. We go through the Saturn energy. But things are developing. They're developing for you. For a lot of you, this eclipse has to do with your love life, is what I'm getting here. Let's see. Remain open-minded. Unique gifts, yeah. For a lot of you, there are gifts that are now being developed or being shown to you by this dragon spirit, is what I'm getting. Or maybe your person or you are from the year of the dragon. Unique gifts. Reminds me of that snowflake energy. Change. There is change happening here towards freedom. Yeah, like I said, 1 and 2 are tied. But it's going to lead towards new adventures for you. Towards a new beginning here. And it's going to bring in a lot of inspiration for you guys. Even though it has been challenging. Like I'm going to say the same thing as I said with pile 1. Some of you have already been in this energy because we start feeling the eclipse. If you're very sensitive to energy, you might have already been feeling this energy. You might have already been working through it for a little bit here. I feel like this eclipse is going to push you to take more action here. Yeah, there's a lot of wisdom now being unlocked here for you guys, and a lot of balance as well. A lot of balance is emerging after a period of maybe going through those mountains. Let's see. Like I said, all of you are going to be in different cycles of the journey. Let's see. We have the polar bear, challenge, extremes, initiate. Okay, for a lot of you, you're being initiated into something. Maybe you resonate with bear totems. I'm also getting there's a mom in spirit guiding you. So it says polar bears are powerful. I'm going to leave it here in case you want to pause it, screenshot it, and read it. It says polar bears are powerful super souls and come to us when we need to remember we are bigger than the challenges we face. Take me to the mountain that is higher than I. Polar bears can survive in extreme, scarce environments because they have thick skin and are masters at being resourceful with food and energy conservation. So for many of you, like I said, maybe you have already been going through these challenges. Call on polar bears when an adverse condition appears, so you can summon the courage and the raw power to stand tall and face the challenges at hand. There is a time to be soft and a time to put on your thick skin. Show your teeth and do what you have to do. Okay, so for some of you, maybe you will have to, like I said, put your foot down in something. It's even coming out here. Don't be afraid to show your teeth and do what you have to do. With polar bear as a guide, you can make the most out of the scarce resources around you until the abundant spring comes. So things are shifting for you in spring. Spring happens, at least here in the States, it's March 19th, something like that. So it's not that far, you guys. Okay. It says, if the polar bear walks into your dreams, it's a sign that you are ready to reawaken and will experience a powerful initiation. Call on polar bear when you need to find your true north. So again, yes, it's tied up to pile 1. There's this energy of a big awakening happening here. Like I said, for many of you, this is Kundalini. This is giving Kundalini. And then we have the awe and the promise. So you guys are saying, look, after all these challenges, there is a promise that there's a rainbow at the end of this storm. It says, has God ever blessed you with an experience of awe, an experience of love that was beyond words? Well, you felt where you felt truly alive, whole, and knew what true life was. This was a covenant God made with you. God wakes us by giving us an experience of awe and magic. It is what initiates us into spiritual alchemy. We talked about this in pile 1. Maybe for some of you, you're coming from pile 1 to pile 2. So we can reach our full potential and experience the most meaningful life we can. An experience of awe is like being taken to the top to show us what life can be. Yeah, I said like the mountains, right? You're climbing that mountain. You're getting to the top. For many of you, you're getting to the top. It was what God gives us a motivation. It is what God gives us a motivation to keep moving and fulfill our purpose. However, usually after we are taken to the top, we get dropped right back down to the bottom and begin the process of purification. While trudging through the muck of programs we took on that keeps us stuck in the illusion of separation from our true selves and God, it is easy to believe that what we felt was not real, that you will never feel that love again. That is not true. God always keeps his promises, and he would not have blessed you with this experience if you were not destined to feel that magic again. If you just have a little faith and continue with your inner work, you are destined to return to that state of original innocence and love, because you will be it. So here it is, if you guys want to screenshot it and read it. Some of you are very close to God or have a strong connection to God. I know not everybody does, but for some of you, maybe you're getting closer to God. Again, take your time. This has been coming up a lot. Take your time. Do not rush into things here. This is, like I said, this is like a really big awakening for you guys. And it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's just, again, this energy of integrity. Stay in your integrity. There's a sense of temptation coming through. Yeah, there's a sense of temptation. I didn't use this deck for pile 1, but I'm going to use it for you guys. I felt drawn to it. So let's see. Pile 2. Caretaker. Yeah, you're being taken care of. You're not alone on this journey. Never were. You have powerful guides. Powerful assistance. Love. Yep. Frequency shift. There will be. Every time we're going through an awakening or an initiation of some kind, there is. For many of you have already gone through the initiation. Again, you're going to be in different levels here. Love. And then we have innocence, but it was in reverse. And that is interesting to me, because innocence to me is bringing in this kind of like being naive, right? At some point. But because it's in reverse, like Spirit is showing you something, so you're not naive about it. That is his way of him taking care of you. Source, God, however you call your higher power. You're being shown something here. And it's through love. Everything is always through love. Step into this fearless energy. Yeah, there's a lot of... Whoa, let me show you something. Hold up. Frequency shift, fearless, celestial, and divinity. There's a lot of divine, celestial energy around you guys. So that's why don't be afraid to take a stand if you need to. With that 7 of Wands. That might be that other side that pile 1 was taming. that energy of not stepping into this polar bear, this ferocious feline also energy here. Okay. Enter one step forward, one step onward. Like I said, one step at a time. Do not rush, okay? Your great wave awaits. And then we have, how can this be a wonderful win-win-win? So there is a big win for you guys during this eclipse. I feel like you've asked for something, and so now you're receiving it graciously, but you're receiving it. But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, you guys.